Because of the times, Kings of Leon's third album, one of our favourites, I'm going to say. We're here to rank the songs, and we're going to go straight into it with Knocked Up.
Wow.
Tell me about it.
It's the first song on the album. That's
It's
something to tell you.
fucking great
That
opener.
is true.
It is a great opener. However, I sort of come back and forth on it because I just feel like it's very repetitive. I like all the bits in it, but at points where I'm kind of like, okay, I can move on now.
I think it's one where if I'm listening to Because of the Times, I love it. If I'm listening to a playlist of random Kings of Leon songs, I could take it or leave it. I think it just fits perfectly.
It's a bit of an epic, isn't it? It's a bit of a Christopher Nolan film. Song. Do you know what I mean? Like, at any point I can be done, but also I get it at the same time. I do think it's a good song, but I completely get what you're saying, Yanni, about being repetitive.
I think because of what's to come, this could possibly be a 6 to 9, but it does feel harsh.
I feel like it's things can move. I'm pretty comfortable in saying 6 to 9 for now, with the foresight of movement.
Let's put it there then, eh?
Wow.
Let's stick it up there.
Even I can't do it as high as he does, but Charmer is next. 2 to 5.
Oh, comfortably, yeah. Stonker in it.
It is.
See, I don't really love this song. I find it kind of.
Have you watched? I mean, I'm going to do a count now.
No, I haven't.
Have you
I haven't watched
it?
anything. But I'm talking about this version on this album. I find it annoying. Again, just a bit repetitive, and I think the screams are interesting at first, and then again irritating. I find it slightly irritating. So I'm sorry, but I'll put it in 2 to 5 anyway, because I don't think I'm gonna have much sway in that department, am I?
Well,
I'd only put it in 6 to 9. So.
Oh, okay. Well then, no. Yeah, you're right. For now.
Talking of live performances, On Call, great song, great performance on Letterman before Caleb cut his hair. Just amazing. The song sounds even bigger. It's probably one of my favourites.
Same. Comfortably my favourite. It's one of my go-to Kings of the
Yeah.
Same.
So I think this again is a 2 to 5.
Easily.
It's just very good tune.
Yeah, it's one of the few sort of keyboard or synthy parts in a Kings of Leon song as well, and it's so iconic.
Mm-hmm.
There's like multiple iconic parts in the song, which is difficult to do. They nail it.
It's a great tune.
Yeah, so good choices of singles from this record. Not necessarily the best songs, but they're very good singles. McFearless, which Yanni, I'm just going to let you take the reins because I know you love this song. Do you not? Do you not love this song?
I like it, but I don't know if I love it. I mean, the bass is great. It's filthy sound, and I like the sort of wah guitar that goes on. But I don't know. It's one of those ones where I could have enough of it about halfway through.
Wow.
I reckon.
I do feel the same with that, really. It's one that is only kind of, I would say up until not that long ago, I really didn't care for it that much. And then lately I've grown to appreciate it a bit more as a song. I think it sometimes there's the way with Kings of Leon where, like, they've kind of got the sound, but there's not much substance there in some songs. And I think this is one of them.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it.
So, yeah, I think I'd be fine with, I don't know, maybe 10 to 12? 6, 9 or 10 to 12 is where I'm leaning on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I don't think it's
next, but
I don't think it's a 10 to 12 yet.
I mean, there will be 4 songs in that 10, 11, 12. There'll be 3 songs in that section. And
I think it's, I think I'm probably going to say 10 to 12.
Wow.
No, 69.
Okay, let's go 69.
With the possibility to move.
It always is.
Yeah.
It always is possibility.
There's always possibility of movement on these videos.
Black Thumbnail. Next.
Interesting effects on the bass on this. It's very heavily tremoloed, which is a weird thing to do, but I appreciate it. It's unique. again, it's one of those ones where it depends on the day. Really?
It's the same, the sounds but no substance for me. This one, again.
Yeah, a lot of screaming going on by Caleb, singing wise. The chorus is obviously massive, but I don't know if it means much to me. I don't.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet the isolated vocals on this sound amazing.
I bet they
Hmm.
don't. Have you ever listened
No,
to
I bet they
the
do.
Reptilia isolated vocals? Obviously, in the song that sound, and it's a completely different band now. That they sound amazing in the song, don't they? Because he's just proper like screaming, but it sounds like a drunk person trying to sing the song.
Well, these are the
in
Strokes of
isolated.
the South, so
Well, yeah, yeehaw.
it's been said.
I like this song. I loved it when I was young, but I don't know if because of how much I listened to it back then, I never would put this on outside of the album anymore.
Mm.
But I love it in context of the album, so I don't know. Very wary that we
6.9?
can't just probably, but I'm very wary. Already, it's very top heavy, but we do all like this album.
Yeah.
I
think with what's to come, 6.9.
Okay.
Because I've got some ones coming up that I know are lower.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just go.
Does that-
yeah,
Does
let's
that
go
make
middle
everyone
ground.
uncomfortable?
It's interesting.
Speaking of which, my party, it doesn't really do much for me, I'm afraid. It kind of feels like an older Kings of Leon song with the newer at that time production values of this album. But yeah, it doesn't really go anywhere. Doesn't really do much. 10 to 12 easily for me. It's not the worst one for me.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. I appreciate what they're trying to do, but for it to be as long as it is, I don't know. It just could have done more.
Could have been half the length, wouldn't it, really?
Absolutely.
And have the same impact, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to say the same thing again, it feels like they got an idea and they got hooked by that idea and just ran full force with it without actually thinking about what a full song would sound like of this. And yeah, it does fall a little bit flat. I do like the kind of sounds and stuff going on this one and some cool ideas, but it's not one I'd ever really throw on. Ever.
Go on then, 10 to 12.
10 to 12. Next up, True Love Way. Now, on a given day, this is up there with one of my favourites. It's always moved me in an emotional sense, obviously. Not physically. Nothing. I'm not being forced to move anywhere. But yeah, I love the sounds of this song. I love the whole build up to the solo itself. Yeah, I don't know. I love this song.
I love the song too, Yanni. Don't need to sound apologetic for that. Yeah, I think this is one of the ones that kind of encapsulates what I love about this album. But it was one that I wasn't really fussed on until, I mean, I say semi-recently, probably when I was like 16, probably. It's really not that recent.
10 years ago.
But yeah, it comparison to when it came out, that's quite a while. But yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorites on the record. Yeah.
I also very much like this song. I kind of wish they went a little bit further on it. You know, I wish there was a bit more to it. This is one where it's mostly substance over sound, and not quite the middle ground. But I do think it's one of the better songs on this album for sure.
2 to 5 then.
I'd say 2 to 5. Yeah.
Suppose right now.
And I can already kind of feel Charmer getting knocked down because
because the next song,
uh,
Ragu, is also an encapsulation of this album for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the sound of the album for me.
Not to give anything away, but if my favorite song of this album wasn't on this album, this would be my favorite song on the album.
So it's your second favorite album song?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
That was
Fucking great song.
Yeah, it really is.
His vocals on this are fantastic.
Yeah, the sort of interplay with the guitars
Mm.
as well is really great.
Get it in there. Go on.
Yeah, it's going straight up in it.
Oh, and that outro as well on this song,
Mm.
fucking great. I love that every time it comes to it.
Mm.
Next up, we have Fans, which I've not really ever been bothered by, if I'm honest with you.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I like it. I like how it's a dedication to the UK fans that were more appreciative of them than the US fans when they started off. It's nice, but I don't know. I don't know. They have better versions of this type of song, I think.
I really like this song.
I really
I
like this
think
song.
I think it's great fun. Yeah, I think it's just a good time. A lot of great vocals on this as well.
Mm-hmm. For me, I think it's between this and Charmer, taking up the 2 to 5.
Happy
order.
birthday, Carl.
I know, what did he move? Yeah, I think it's between this and Charmer. I'm not sure which one makes it into 2 to 5.
I think this deserves to be an over Charmer. Personally,
I think when I
Charmer's the
first
bottom of that list for me in that current 2 to 5.
when I first listened to this album, this was my favorite on it. So I think for nostalgia purposes, yeah, but this was when it came out. I was like, however old I was, 10, 9, 10. It's quite an easy song to like when you're that age. So I think for nostalgia purposes, I think this has got to be 2 to 5 for me, personally. I think I'd knock Charmer down.
I would also do that, not for nostalgia purposes, just because I like the song.
I feel
So-
like nostalgia purposes, maybe. I mean, not to try and sway your decision if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But maybe more objectively looking at the song as it is now, or
I
is
think
it
it's-
still? Does that really not?
No,
weigh
I
in?
still think it's a great song.
Okay.
Do you think it's better than Charmer?
I don't know. I think Charles better.
Sorry,
Mm.
did mean
No,
Charmer
I do
specifically.
probably think. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's difficult. Put it in 2 to 5 for now. Don't move Charmer, and I'll make a decision by the end.
Lovely. Next up, The Runner. I really like the song.
Yep.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness Liam has said that. He also likes it too, because I was
Thank
worried
goodness.
that this was a controversial choice.
No, it's a great song.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like this, without this sounding snobby, this is one of those songs that, as a younger person, you wouldn't have gravitated towards, but I did, and it's held out throughout all these years. I would probably put this into 5, above some of those. Well, certainly above the ones we've got in 6 to 9. It's above them. So I mean, do with that as you will, really.
It's definitely in the ones above 6 to 9. Above the ones in 6 to 9. I don't know if it makes 2 to 5.
I think we may need to.
Reevaluate our lads.
No, I think we need to carry on for now. Which I think this should just go in 2 to 5 for now. And we're gonna have to do some wiggling around at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's gonna be the smart way to do it, because I do agree that it should be it's above those 6 to 9s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we always tend to do this, don't we? Because we love everything we ever listen to.
Yeah.
So
sure.
it all goes towards the top, and then bump it all down as we go along.
It's a great album, so it's not our fault.
It's all right. Yeah.
Next up, Trunk. This one has grown on me as I've gotten older, but it's also one that I need to let it come in a bit. I tend to want to skip it straight away just because it starts off and I'm like, whatever. But I do like the chorus bits that happen. That's really nice.
Yeah, I love
it. Does
the outro on
meander a
this
bit as well. I don't know. It's a difficult one. It sort of has its ups and downs.
I think it's great, But I
Lovely.
mean, it's no higher than a 6 to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
But
true.
then what's going down if it is a 6 to 9?
We don't need to do that yet.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. I
All
think
right,
for me,
okay.
this one,
Maths.
the main part of the song isn't that interesting. I mean, again,
Yeah.
everything sounds great. The bass line's lovely, but it's the end. It's the end of this song with the woos and the kind of everything else going on. The way that just kind of drags out. I love that bit. Absolutely love that bit. But that's not enough to push it anywhere above 6 to 9 for me.
Okay, so back it in 6 to 9. We'll get some movement in a minute. Camaro is the next one. This is easier in the 10 to 12 for me. I've never really cared for this
No,
song
you haven't, have you?
at all.
I enjoy it, but I mean, it's not. It's comfortably one of the worst on the record. But in isolation, it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, it's but I've just realised we haven't got a bottom yet, which I don't really.
Oh
feel
shit!
Like, I don't.
Oh,
Shit!
I don't feel like this deserves to be in the bottom, but also I think I prefer My Party, but I don't know. Maybe that's something
I
we should
think-
now address.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've got Camaro on now. Feels weird holding it Camaro. What would you say?
Camaro.
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 Yeah, 100%.
Just I need to just
No one's
stop
ever
putting the
called it
twang on it.
Camaro. It's never.
but it's
been
not a
pronounced
British thing, is it?
Camaro. Exactly. So pronounce it Camaro. God damn it.
I can't do that. I'm afraid.
Everyone take your passport away, Cal.
He's not British. To be honest with you,
Welsh, not British, by the way.
all right, mate. I
I actually think
maybe I
Camaro
prefer
is fine.
this.
I was going to say the opposite.
Oh, I don't know.
I think
I think this has a lot more longevity.
Although we haven't talked about Arizona, so maybe is that in the bottom?
Absolutely
Liam.
fucking not. You mad.
fucking hell.
All right, calm down. Calm
I'm
down.
gonna come round to Herbie and
Honest to God, I was nearly
Don't
tell you
box
off.
me.
the whole
tell
thing.
you off.
I think Camaro is
There you go.
Well done, mate.
it's just placed really weird after
Yeah.
the runner and trunk. It feels like
Mm.
it's not needed, which I think probably knocks it down a bit. If it was higher up, I think we'd all probably enjoy it more than we do.
Yeah,
You
you're
made
right.
a bloody good point here, Cal.
You're right.
If it was higher up, then it's above My Party.
But it's not, and it's unnecessary where it is.
Put it in 10 to 12 because it's definitely
Correct.
around there.
Right, final song, Arizona, number 1. Thanks.
There we go. Glad we did that. Do we all agree on that? Actually,
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh,
I
One
think
of the best
I
Kings
think
of
it's
Leon
the-
songs
I
ever.
think it's the best Kings of Leon song.
that's great then.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty
now
Truly.
logistics.
Wow, there's a lot to be wiggled around here.
Right, I would move down
Can
from.
I know
Go
this is weird. Can I move these all down?
I do hate
Because-
it when you do this.
This is so confusing now for me.
Is it?
Is that all you're moving, yeah? Is that all
Yeah,
you're
I'll
doing?
leave them there. So we need to move
Right.
some of them down.
Trunk is definitely 6 to 9 minimum.
I think knocked up is definitely 6 to 9 minimum. I think we were all pretty
Yeah.
happy with saying that was 6 to 9, weren't
Yeah,
we?
that's fair. Well, no, I think we're better working from the top down, personally, because there's more here to work with.
Okay, and
Or we
in
need
that
to at least
case,
we need to go like one and then the other, because if not, we're going to bring loads up, and then
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
all
that's
just back
true.
up again. But I think knocked
okay,
up's fair. I think I agree with that. I should be higher than 10 to 12.
aligned.
100%.
So the next one that I want to move down then, out of that list, I mean, I would say Fans, but I'm not winning that debate. So Charmer would be the only other one there that I'd want to move down, because the rest of them are just some of my favourite Kings of Leon songs.
Mm.
Yeah, I think let's just say Encall's definitely there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
True Love Way is
True Love Way is
definitely
Definitely better. Ragu's better.
Ragu's
Yeah.
better.
I don't agree that it's better than Fans, but I do agree the Runner is better than those two, Charmer and Fans.
Yeah, I think I want the runner in 2 to 5.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There we are then.
Oh.
Mate, we're getting
Okay.
there.
Move over. In between. So that bumps them down. And let's put it in the right order here. Fuck off. 6, 7, 8. So 1 needs to come up, and then 1 needs to come up from the bottom. That's how it's
Oh yeah, so just both from the bottom.
because we agree these 3 are better than these 2.
Yeah. I'd say
Yeah.
Trunk in 6 to 9.
Yeah. I don't. I'm sort of
I
struggling.
mean, I
to
might say
disagree.
McFearless here,
Really?
despite what I said before.
I think we could all agree it's definitely not Black Thumbnail.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I like McFearless a lot.
Yeah.
That would be one that I would put on in isolation.
Mm.
Whereas Trunk, I very never would. But that's not to say that.
No, I think that is to say McFearless needs to be bumped up.
That is to. Do you know what? That is to say.
All right.
That is to say.
Okay.
That is to say. Okay.
Okay.
Feeling all right
And
with this.
the worst song from this album. A horrible way to word that.
Yeah, I really don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
very hard one.
I like My Party, and I like that it kind of stands out on the record.
I feel like I might just be more familiar with My Party. And I think
Yeah.
that just is playing a lot to it. And I'm struggling to get past that. Because every time I'm skipping between them now, and every time My Party comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, this bit's coming on next. I like this bit. Whereas The Runner, I'm having to remember it every single time. Do you know what I mean? But it's a great song. I love the that guitar part. Oh no, that's The Runner. I don't know what I'm listening to there. Whatever we go.
I think Camaro should go up.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh, but that's mad because I don't think My Party is the worst song on the album. But I don't know what is.
Camaro for me is definitely would go up. I think it achieves what it sets out to do better than what My Party does. That's a great sentence.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I just disagree. And it's strange because I'm not really a massive fan of these kinds of songs by Kings of Leon. I'm talking about My Party here. But I do like this one. And yeah, Camaro just means nothing to me. But Democracy states that it should go up. So that's that, I suppose.
The most important thing is, though, that
We all have
Arizona
fun.
is the best song on this album.
Yeah.
Undeniable
It's a beautiful song.
facts
Absolutely.
right there for you.
Yeah.
And
Gorgeous.
that's been the ranking of Because of the Times by Kings of Leon, their third 23 album. And if you liked it, show us and subscribe. And if you want to have a little talk amongst yourselves in the comments, then do it, but keep it civil.
Please.
Come on, we're all grown up here.
Please keep it
And love yourself.
civil.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah.